What up, family? I'm Johnny, this is Johnny Hunts, and today I'm going to be taking you outside to hang my tree stand up in the tree. I'm going to be giving you a brief overview of the gear that I use. I'm not going to be going into specific details, but just a general overview of what you guys are going to need to get out there, get your stuff to the tree, get up in the tree, and start hunting. So who is this video for? It's for guys new to the game that need to have some concept of what they need to get up there into the tree and start hunting. Also, this is for you guys that are gear junkies out there that have maybe been doing this for a while and you just kind of putting your hand in some other places trying to see what else is out there that maybe you're not running. If you can cherry pick some stuff out of my rig here, then go for it. All right, first you need to be able to get your stuff to your hunting spot. The actual pieces of gear don't matter that much. It's the purpose that they serve. So if you want to find something that serves a similar purpose, go for it. This is just what I'm using and what I like. So this is the Sitka cargo box. This is going to be able to get your gear to your hunting spot because it's got on the back of it some straps. And it's got a nice frame pack right here. It works really well. And on the front side, you've got your bag, right? So you can put all your gear in here. You can put all your stuff in here. It works pretty well. You can strap your sticks on it. You can even strap your bow to this if you want to. I've done it a time or two, but it makes it a little bit heavier on the further out, and I don't really love it that much. A way to get your stuff to your spot. Next, you're gonna need a climbing harness or fall arrest type system. I personally use the Petzl Falcon. This is size number 2. They sell 1 and 2. As far as sizes go, this thing has done great for me. It's really thick. I can really sit in this thing for a long period of time if I need to, which I don't really sit much in a harness and let the weight be on the harness because I'm using tree stand. But it really works well. I like it. I've got a carabiner on each side. Make sure you have a harness that has lineman's loops. There's going to be specific designed loops on your belt or your climbing arrest system that is for a lineman's belt. So you want to make sure you have that. And I particularly have 2 lineman loops, 2 beaners, a Ropeman 1 ascender, which is what this is. So this is my beaner and my Ropeman 1 right here, and my lineman's belt. So I just leave it all together as one piece. I just tend to kind of junk it up a little bit like this and slam it in my pack. Or since it's a little bulky, and this is a little bulky, and I'll talk about that in a minute, I sometimes will strap it to the bottom of my pack right here if I'm carrying my Fanatic stuff. You know, I've got Fanatic bibs, Fanatic jacket, and if I'm hunting in December and into January and it's really cold, you know, it's like getting out of the 20s or something, carrying that bulky Fanatic stuff from Sitka is quite a chore. So the pack gets full of that kind of stuff. So I'll end up strapping this, strapping my sticks, and strapping everything else to the outside of the pack. So another good aspect of the pack is there's lots of different options to be able to strap things to it. So again, this is the Petzl Falcon. I highly recommend it. It's what I've been using. I'm not planning on changing it anytime soon. And if I would change it, it would only be because it is a little bulky and it's a little heavy, but this is where I tend to splurge a little bit because I want to be comfortable. I'm using personally the Ropeman 1 ascender, and this is not for really going down. It's for just taking out slack and holding you where you're at. It's not a gree or anything like that. It doesn't do anything like that. You can't go down with it. Just hold you where you're at. Next, I have a top rope, or newer in the hunting industry, it's called a tether. You know, it's your final rope that you put up the tree to tether in. You can take your lineman's belt off, and then you're really not, you're more free to move around up there. I came from the climbing world. I rock climbed for years, which a lot of that translated into hunting and climbing and hunting. So I've always called these top ropes, and in here is a 10.5 mil. This is not a dynamic rope. This is a non-stretch rope. A stretchy rope or a dynamically stretching rope would be better, but I just happen to have this, and this is about 8 or 10 feet that I keep in this little bag. This little bag clips on also to my harness right here, and so when hunting season starts, this has a little bit of bulk and a little bit of weight to it. I don't take this into the field when I'm hanging cameras, which I will take sticks and my harness into the field when I hang cameras, but I'll trim the weight off when I go, you know, climb for cameras. I always put my cameras on public, you know, 10 feet or so. So next I need climbing sticks, and these are wrapped up in this little setup here because when I go do scouting, I put them in this bag to keep them more discreet, whether I stick them on the side or I put them down in my pack. I usually put them in my pack. I don't scout with this pack because again, I want to be discreet and I don't want people to see camo when I'm out there scouting for a couple different reasons. So right now, when I put these sticks in my scouting bag, I cover them up a little bit here so they don't tear up the inside of my bag. So these sticks particularly, and again, you can use any stick that you want. These are the Tethered 1 sticks. These have been great sticks for me. They are right around a pound, something like that, pretty close to it. And along with most of my stuff, it is still stripped out for the most part. And these stack really nice. They're pretty good. There's other innovations out there in the industry that I also would consider reviewing and trying and that kind of stuff, but these have been good. I don't plan on changing them anytime soon because I'm not one of those guys that want to change gear personally every year just to have the next new thing. I really like running things through their paces 4 or 5 years, and if the innovation is enough to warrant a change, I get that much more performance out of something, then I will consider it at that point. But anyway, the Tethered 1 sticks, these are great. These are titanium here in the middle, and they're aluminum steps right here. They've got good knurling on here. I've liked them. Also got the AM steel cables in here to attach. I like that a lot. I don't use ratchet straps or you know, cam straps or anything like that at all. The AM steel straps on my sticks, I like it. Shave some weight off, shave some bulk off. There's no extra metal on here to clank something like the cam buckles or anything. So way to get up the tree. So we got our pack, we got our bell, we got our lineman's bell, we have our ascender, we have our top rope or tether, we have our climbing sticks. Next, what we're gonna need is a good pair of gloves. For me, I like these pig gloves. I've had these for 3 or 4 years now, and they have really, really done well. I don't know if they still make this model, but they have really performed well for me. They are thin in the right places, and they are grippy in the right places. They have done really well. I have used them every time I climb a tree because I will grab onto the tree a lot, and you know, I just get a little bit more grip where I'll grab onto, you know, the sharp part of the metal on my sticks. So I really like having a thin pair of gloves. These are really breathable nylon, stretchy breathable nylon on the top. You can use your phone with these, of course. And then a solid covering on the underside. So I really like that a lot. Nice pull straps, you can pull it on. So solid pair of gloves. They don't take up any space. They're really small. They can fit in the palm of my hand. Solid pair of gloves, definitely. Next thing I have is pull ropes. So for me, a lot of times and in a lot of situations, 1 is none and 2 is 1. So I have 2 pull ropes right here. One is just wrapped around the carabiner and the other is wrapped around a piece of wood. There's not a real good reason for that. That's just what I had at the time when I wanted to wrap this rope up and have something to deploy it with. And on the end of these ropes, these are little cams, and these are made by a company called Night Eyes. When you want to pull your gear up, so you attach this to your gear right here, you attach this to your gear loop, and then you can take this and you can pull it, it'll hold. There's no pulley in here, but one with a pulley might be better, but this is what I have and I like it. So I can give a good pull and then I can let go if I really want to. So I can pull my bow up. I usually pull my bow up first, knock an arrow, hang it, and then get ready, and then I'll pull this up second. So I've had a lot of times where a deer has walked in on me and I have not had my bow ready. So I, a lot of times, will have my bow ready when I'm at the bottom of the tree. Even when I'm setting up, I've had a deer making noise. I've had a deer walk up on me and be 20 feet, 30 feet from me. So real quick, guys, I'm gonna throw this thing up for you. Now I like to put the strap not exactly parallel to the tree, but just down just slightly, just a little. Then I let the bottom part of the stand down. My sticks are gonna stop about the level of the stand. That's how you put this thing on the tree, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have the Beast Gear stand like this one, go ahead and drop me some comments down below. Tell me what you like about it, what you don't like about it. If you want to see some more information on the Beast Gear stand, click on the video link after this one, and you can go check out that review of the Beast Gear stand. I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and get after it.